Hello and welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 challenge. Great Britain has supercars, hypercars, track tools, luxury sedans and coupes. Which country does have hypercars and track tools as well in the S1 and S2 class? Of course, Italy. So today, Great Britain, the country where it always rains, and Italy, the country where you will go in prison when you put the wrong thing on your pizza. Pineapple. These two countries will battle in Forza Horizon 5. It is probably one of my last Forza Horizon 5 videos, cause I will make them in Forza Horizon 6, cause now I have money and cars in Forza Horizon 6. And while I'm writing this script, I'm sitting in an Italian restaurant, and yes, there was pineapple pizza, but I haven't ordered it. I don't want to get kicked out. And while recording, I actually drank a cup of tea. So yeah, I'm prepared for this challenge. The rules are simple. No tuned cars, cars need to have the same class, and if it's possible, a similar age, but that's the least important point. Let's start with the first challenge. Let's make a classic American drag race. The two opponents are the 770 horsepower strong Aventador Ultimate with a 6-liter V12 and all-wheel drive, and a performance class of S1 878 from 2021, and the McLaren 720S Coupe from 2018. With rear-wheel drive and a brutal 711 horsepower strong B-turbo V8. But it's nearly 400 kg lighter and got a performance class of 899. Let's see which one is actually faster. The Lamborghini will start first. Absolutely brutal launch, all-wheel drive, perfect. And at the end nearly 300 km per hour. Yeah, that seems like a pretty good time. When you remember this car weighs nearly as much as a Mercedes C-Class. Now the McLaren. Rear-wheel drive makes the start way harder, and 60 horsepower less aren't helpful as well. But over 300 kg less of weight to get a better time than the Lambo. So the first point goes to the United Kingdom. Like I said in the intro, both countries know how to build track tools. And the most brutal British track car is probably the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro. This car isn't even street legal. There's just one car that could keep up with this. The Ferrari FXXK Evo. What a name. Let's do a circuit race with these two. And since this very small I'm usually using is a bit too small for the hypercars, we use another one this time. The Aston Martin Valkyrie got an insane loud 6.5 liter V12 with 800 horsepower and just 1,000 kilograms of weight. This is insane. This car got a performance class of 998. It's impossible in this game to get a better rating without tunings. And his opponent is the 200 horsepower stronger Ferrari FXXK Evo. It got more weight, but it also got a bit more horsepower with 1000 horsepower. Perform insanely as well. Let's start. The Ferrari is driving well. A pretty good start for rear-wheel drive with, like I said, so much power. The cornering is it's just amazing. I don't need to brake through the most corners. Some corners I can even drive flat out. The brakes are insane. The aerodynamic is pushing this car into the asphalt, not on the asphalt, into the asphalt. And this car pushed a pretty good lap. Holy shit. I think this is one of the cars you can drive fast laps with without even tuning it. And you will probably be one of the fastest. Now the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro. The car needs to have a better cornering than the Ferrari, cause if not, then the Aston Martin wouldn't be in that high class. And this car is insane. I don't know if it's the less power that's making this car so insanely good, cause you can drive the corners flat out, or if it is really the cornering. But even when you look at the car, you can see this car is built for brutal aerodynamics. And so the time was insane. It was faster after just 3 laps than the Ferrari. The Aston Martin definitely won. So, we need to kill a few tires now. Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio got a 506 horsepower strong B-turbo V6 and rear-wheel drive. That's pretty good for drifting. And his opponent is the Jaguar XFRS. The Jaguar got 550 horsepower out of a supercharged 5-liter V8. That sounds very American, but it is a British car. And nearly 700 Newton meters of torque. I feel bad for the rear tires. Yeah, I jumped in the Jaguar and started. And of course, at the start, it started raining. I mean, it's a British car, and this car is just sliding. I think it would be horrible to drive a circuit race with that. But for drifting, this car is a dream. It feels like a muscle car, but it is just a British high-performance sedan. That's insane. And the score is pretty good. I mean, some 800 horsepower supercars got similar scores, and this 500 horsepower sedan is doing the same. That's insane. And let's see if the Alfa Romeo can beat this score. I mean, you have Alfa in your name. You need to dominate now. And this car, yeah, it got less horsepower, less weight. And whoever has seen my American muscle car challenge video and my German cars video with BMW and Mercedes, you know, less weight and less horsepower are good for grip, and the last thing you want while drifting is grip. This car can slide pretty well for having like 40 horsepower less, and I think this car would destroy the Jaguar on the track, but since we're drifting, the Jaguar has won. That means another point for Great Britain. So now we need to make a few cars a bit dirty. The Lamborghini LM002 from 1987, again a vacuum cleaner name. Every Lamborghini which isn't named after a Spanish bull sounds like LM002 350 GT. It's just horrible. Just name the cars after bulls or let it be Lamborghini, please. Wait, what was this video about? Ah, yes. And Great Britain takes the 2020 Land Rover Defender. Yes, I broke one of my rules. The age of the car is different. But please name one more real off-road car from Italy. Except a few normal SUVs and a few rally cars from Alfa Romeo or Lancia, you won't find a real off-road car. And you won't find a C-Class car from Great Britain as well. All of the Land Rovers from that time are like D-Class. And that would be unfair again. The Lambo, which looks like a Hummer, got 450 horsepower out of a massive V12. That's a pickup with 450 horsepower in the 80s. Today it would be like I give a Ford F250 an 800 horsepower V12 out of an Aventador. That's insane. In real life, this car needs 40 liters per 100 kilometer, cause it is so heavy and takes so much fuel. For example, a Chiron takes like 30 when you drive pretty fast. The Land Rover is a bit more efficient, but it also got just 400 horsepower out of a mild hybrid 6-cylinder with 2.5 tons. It's 200 kilogram lighter and overall more modern. Let's see. The Lambo starts, and this car is fucking slow at the start. The first gear is way too long for this car. Maybe it's the weight too, which is making the start so slow. And now a simple physics. It is a high mountain. We drive down, we have 2.7 tons of weight. What will happen? Much speed. Usually it's nothing insane if a Lamborghini can hit 300 kilometers per hour. But for this one, it is very special. The rest was boring. The car was driving between 100 and 150 kilometers per hour. Yeah, here, around that corner, a few jumps. Now the Land Rover. The Land Rover already starts way better because of shorter gears. And 300 kilometers per hour with a car which is built for like 180 kilometers per hour top speed. The cornering feels better, but I don't know. It seems like the car from the 80s won, but okay, I can't change it. The first point for the espresso drinkers. But the tea drinkers still have more points now. I really need better synonyms for these countries. The next challenge will be a sprint race. The 2020 McLaren 765 LT, the Ferrari SF90 from 2020. Should be good for that. The McLaren got 765 horsepower, makes sense because of the name, and 1,400 kilograms of weight. Good combo for a sprint race. The Ferrari SF90 got, with 1,000 horsepower, a bit more power, but also more weight. With 1,600 kilograms, the all-wheel drive is maybe helpful. We should test it out. Good start for rear-wheel drive. With that much power, insane. Good cornering for having no big aeropods like, for example, the McLaren Senna or the GT3 RS, just a small automatic wing. Good speed overall. No understeer, no oversteer. It drives like the 720S, but with more power. Pretty good overall. I would take that car in real life. Now the SF90. I knew because of the Lambo vs Ferrari video that this car got insane acceleration and good top speed. But that means the cornering can't be good, and let's say it like this, understeer is a thing with this car. And more power and all-wheel drive was enough to win this challenge. Pretty close, but it won. Maybe it wasn't the car which was actually better, maybe it was just the driving, but who cares? Both countries have pretty high performance SUVs. The Lamborghini Urus should be good for that. Its opponent is the Aston Martin DBX. Got 550 horsepower out of a brutal B-turbo V8, or maybe a Brit turbo. I should let these jokes be. But the 2,200 kilogram can be a problem. The Urus got a B-turbo V8 as well, but with 650 horsepower. It got 100 horsepower more and the same weight? That's a bit unfair, and I just want to use the Urus. I love it. We will do a rally race with these two cars, cause SUVs can do off-road and street. Hopefully. The Aston is struggling in slower corners. The tires could be better, but I've expected less in off-road. No off-road tires makes it hard, no grip at all. Understeer, oversteer. Nah. So, now the Urus. And it wasn't fair from the start. More power, the cornering is insane. This car is better, no question. Nice cornering, and to be honest, the car already looks better than the Aston Martin. That are, of course, just my personal preferences. In the off-road section, it was even worse than the DBX. But is it enough for the Aston Martin to win? No, it isn't. The Urus was faster, by far. It wasn't fair from the start. But when we look at the points, we see it doesn't matter that much. Now let's destroy a few more tires. I mean, we have rear-wheel drive supercars with 400 up to 800 horsepower. You really think I would do just one drift challenge? No. I love dying tires. What could be better? So the two opponents are the Ferrari 812 Superfast, with front engine, or front mid-engine to be more exact. That's what its opponent got, the 720S Spider. It got rear mid-engine, so the Ferrari got 800 horsepower out of an 6.5 liter V12. The name Superfast, it deserved this name. With 1,600 kilogram, pretty light for a V12 car. And now the McLaren 720S Spider. The Spider got 1 horsepower more than the coupe. That's important. That can change everything. And go. Fun fact, some muscle cars from the 60s were better here. But yeah, the result for a Ferrari? I mean, this car is built for track performance. It's not built for drifting. Now, the Spider. I love that you can open the top of the car in this game. It's a really nice feature. I'm sure every player is using that. And of course, it started to rain instantly. How unsatisfying. It slides good, but more horsepower and a better engine placement is a big advantage. And you can see that in the score. Both countries can build good-looking cars. I picked 2 good-looking cars from each country. For Great Britain, I took the McLaren Senna. A real dream. And for Italy, I took the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Like always, you can decide in the comments which one is better. But there's another thing that needs to be done: sound. I think after this video I can't hear anymore. Both of these cars were very loud, but I would give the point to Great Britain. I mean, just listen, it's insane. We need to get even faster as two-class track tools. The Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro and the Ferrari 599XX Evolution, what is that for a name again, are two high-performance front mid-engine V12 cars. Wow, what a sentence. High-performance front mid-engine V12 cars. Nice. We already had to do with the front mid-engine thing. The Aston Martin got 820 horsepower out of a huge 6-liter V12, rear-wheel drive, a giant wing. I think that will work on the track. The Ferrari 599XX Evolution, still a stupid name, got 740 horsepower and 5 kilograms less of weight. That will make a big difference. If the aerodynamic isn't extremely much better, I don't know how this car could keep up with the Aston Martin. So now let's start. And it is very unsatisfying to see this stupid AMG one, who is definitely tuned and much faster than I. I can't keep up with you. But good cornering through rear-wheel drive and slow corners, a bit sliding, but overall pretty good. The top speed is pretty low for 800 horsepower, but it is a track tool, not made for top speed. What have I expected? It was a pleasure to drive that 4 times. OBS, what the fuck is wrong with you? The video corrupted 2 times. One time I forgot to record, so it was my fault. 1 lap with loading takes around 20 minutes. By 2, cause I drove with both cars, 40 minutes. By 3, it is 120 minutes. Or 2 hours I wasted. I can't see it anymore. The Ferrari is driving well.
Yeah.
I don't know what magic Ferrari is using, but this car can keep up with the AMG1 better than the Aston Martin. Huh? I don't need to understand that. Like I said, it could keep up better with the AMG1. That already considers that this car is faster. What a surprise. I don't know how that makes sense. I will never understand it. But it seems like we get a winner. And the winner is Italy, famous for pizza, pasta and screaming V12s. And some drunken architects. I mean, this tower... I had more ideas for this challenge, like Pagani Huayra BC vs McLaren Senna, Pagani Zonda R against Aston Martin Valhalla Concept, McLaren 650S against 458 Speciale, Lotus Elise GT1 against Ferrari F50, Lamborghini Huracan Performante against McLaren 620R, Lamborghini Gallardo Spider vs Aston Martin Vantage S. Maybe I can make another part of this challenge. If this video performs good, I think I will do that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, just if you want. Or you can sleep with open eyes. That are the 2 options. Come back next week. I think next week will come one of my most interesting challenges ever. Let's say it like this. It will be shocking. Now turn off your tablet, PC, phone or anything. You have probably watched enough YouTube for today. Goodbye.